G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Starfield. We're on a space station known as the Key in the Crix system, and this is basically the base of operations of the Crimson Fleet. We've just been given a brand new profile with the Crimson Fleet, and well, as they say, basically once you join the Crimson Fleet, then there is no turning back. You cannot unjoin the Crimson Fleet without paying for it in blood. And we have learnt a little bit about that with our initiation mission, because we were asked to try and assassinate an ex-Crimson Fleet member, which I guess we sort of finagled our way and managed to save him, although he is in the brig of the UC Vigilance. Now, come to think of it, I should have seen whether or not I could visit this person on the Vigilance and see if he was going to be willing to give up some information on the Crimson Fleet. And I was hoping maybe if we did that, we could use our persuasion sort of skill to try and give up, or try and get him to give up some information. Anyway, one of our first objectives here with the Crimson Fleet is to meet the leader, and I think he goes by the name of Delgado. So let's do that.
Ah, there's our other new recruit. So, now that we are all here, it's time to get down to business. The two of you are the only rooks that have made the latest cut. The rest, well, let's just say they won't be joining us ever again. Neva's willing to put her neck on the line and vouch for you, which means you've got what it takes to join the Crimson Fleet.
I'm just waiting to cash in. I don't know what sort of attitude we should be taking here. Yeah, let's do the last one. I'm just here for the money.
You and everyone else on this station. Keep following orders, and you'll get paid. It's as simple as that. All right, let's get started here. When you sign up with the Crimson Fleet, you're in it for the long haul. No one quits. No one retires. The only way out is death. You stay loyal, or you pay the consequences. Fleet before friends. Fleet before family. Fleet before yourself.
I don't like taking orders. I don't know. That could land us in hot water. Why would a pirate organization have so many rules?
Of course we have rules. If you think the Crimson Fleet was built on a lawless dream, think again. Our influence, our money, our respect comes from meticulous planning and every last soul in the fleet following my orders to the letter. That is why you need to learn to place the fleet before everything.
I hope that doesn't include fleet for before breakfast, because I like to sleep late.
Hey, if you've got a problem, I can decorate that wall behind you with your brains. Room could use a little color if you ask me.
It's all right, neighbor. I admire this rook's backbone. Takes a lot of guts to crack jokes with the threat of death staring them in the face.
Can we get on with this? I want to get drunk at the last Nova.
I'm impressed. That is the first intelligent thing you have said this entire time, Mathis. Since you two seem so eager to move forward, let's get to your next job. Pack your cold weather gear, rooks. Where we are going, you're going to need it.
Oh, God, don't tell me you're dragging him down to Suvarall for another one of your little initiation runs. 10 Johns to the surface, 12 dead rooks. You'd think by now you would have given up on that goddamn campfire story.
Crix's legacy is no story, neighbor. We've got fresh eyes in the fleet. And if these two want to impress, they're going to help me search those ruins.
I hope you're right, Dale. That new code we grabbed for the lot cost us a ton of credits. And a decent captain.
This initiation, as Neva calls it, is your chance to see where it all began. On Suvorov with Jasper Crix. Crix led the riots that gave birth to the Crimson Fleet. And if his legacy is still out there, we're going to be the ones to find it.
Okay, almost sounds like some form of a treasure. So I guess that's appropriate since we are pirates after all. So you take every new pirate on these initiations?
Of course. Where else could I find such a perfect location to weed out any rooks who'd be wasting the fleet's time?
How many tests and initiations do I have to go through?
What? Were you expecting a goddamn graduation ceremony? Think I'm just going to slap a skull on you and send you on your way? Make no mistake, you are being tested all the time. Every job you take will be under constant scrutiny. And neighbor? Oh, she's just waiting for you to screw things up.
Maybe you should tell me more about Crix's legacy.
Before Crix left the fleet, he left a message talking about a major score. One that would set up the fleet to be a big player in the settled systems. Somewhere down the line, they started calling it Crix's legacy. And everyone who's tried to find it has wound up empty-handed, missing, or dead. If we're gonna beat those odds, we'll first need a lead. And I would wager we will find one on Suvorov.
Dale's leaving out the best part. That this whole search is based on a handful of words on a very old slate. Crix left a lot of big talk on that recording, and not a lot of facts. Some of us believe in it more than others.
Don't listen to her. When we get our hands on Crix's legacy, the fleet will be operating at a completely different level. We will become more than a match for UC Systef.
Cool. I'm kind of digging the fact that there is, like, you know, hidden stashes, hidden, you know, I guess forms of wealth. Almost like, you know, I don't know if any of you guys read manga, but like One Piece. And, you know, I guess, well, in that manga, they are looking for the One Piece, which is like, you know, a massive hidden treasure, you know, left behind by some legendary pirate. So, kind of cool. What if Neva's right and Crix's legacy isn't real?
Listen to the words that I am saying. The legacy is real. You will find that out in due time, provided you're willing to put in the work. Nothing worth having ever comes easy.
Won't the fleet just become a larger target for UC Systef?
You forget the UC is still licking its wounds from the colony wars. They don't have the capability to mount a full-scale assault. And if they were foolish enough to attack, we would have the manpower to push those pendejos right back to Jemison. If we have Crix's legacy.
Interesting. So, we almost seemingly have a choice here. If we were to stay with the Crimson Fleet and piss off everyone else, then, you know, we could help these guys out and maybe even find Crix's legacy. Maybe we can even report about the Crix's legacy back to the Vigilance, but let's just get on with it.
Sounds like someone wants to get down to business. Okay, enough discussion. We have got a lot of work to do. To that end, the next stop is the lock. I've had Jazz feed the coordinates into your ship's computer. Since Mathis doesn't have a ship, he's going to ride with me. I'll see you down there, Rook. Don't keep me waiting.
Okay, 8,000 creds for joining the Crimson Fleet. Is there anything you can tell me about Jasper Crix's history before he ended up in the lock?
I could tell you stories that would last for hours. But now is not the time. You have a job to do, and I don't like to be kept waiting. When you... well, if you get back to the key, I am sure you can find some copies of the interview he gave to SSNN around here, somewhere. I think those recordings might give you the history lesson that you are looking for.
Mind if I ask more about this initiation?
I would rather you spent your time gearing up, so make it quick.
What happened to Jasper Cricks in the lock?
Nobody knows exactly what went down. I mean, there's all sorts of rumors. Creeks was in prison for almost 5 years, and judging from the look of the facility, every moment must have been miserable. I suppose he just got fed up and decided to take matters into his own hands. Got the prisoners behind him and kept pushing until he reached the key. The cojones on that guy. UC's toughest supermax prison, and he just waltzed the hell out of there like it was nothing. I would love to have been a part of that.
Can you tell me more about the lock?
The UC built the lock as a supermax prison a little under... well, it must have been at least 100 years ago. Before that, those concha de sus madres marooned prisoners on the planet's surface and left them to their own devices. As you can imagine, these turned into some kind of demented survival of the fittest. Prisoners killing each other for a chance at the meager supplies. Luckily, some whistleblowers back in New Atlantis saw this as cruel and unusual punishment and pressured the UC into building the facility. 5 years after the prison was completed, Cricks touched off the riots that overran the lock and eventually the key.
Wow, that sounds super dystopian there. Before they built the lock. I mean, can you imagine that? Just like, okay, here you go. We'll drop you off on this planet and yeah, well, good luck. And everyone's pretty much just killing each other. What can you tell me about Suvorov?
It's cold. Bitter cold. Just about the last place you would want to find yourself without heat. The few living things that can survive the extreme temperatures are constantly fighting to stay at the top of the food chain. The Crimson Fleet called Suvorov the White Hell. To me, it's paradise. Someone up here pisses me off enough, I send them down to the surface for a little overnight visit. Snaps them right back into line.
And what's the deal with Mathis?
There is no deal. You and Mathis are two sides of the same coin. A couple of rooks fighting for a spot in the fleet. Only problem is that he is down a sheep and you are not, which puts you ahead. Just barely. Who knows? Maybe he'll get lucky and you won't make it off Suvorov in one piece.
Alright, I get the feeling we're gonna have to do something about Mathis. But, I don't know. We'll see how we go there. We might have to kill him, or maybe we can persuade him to join. That's all for now.
Fine. Then get moving.
Sweet. Okay. Now, as I said before, guys, I feel like we're not in the right getup for what we're doing here with the the Crimson Fleet, especially our spacesuit as well. Our spacesuit is like a UC Vanguard spacesuit. I mean, I'm surprised that they wouldn't find that suspicious already. So I wonder if there's stuff we can take here, or if it counts as stealing. I mean, these are pirates, right? They take anything and everything from people, and you know, I'm just stealing it for my own use. So
always listen to Delgado, unless you want to get keel-hauled across the key.
yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that seemingly is okay to pick up. It doesn't count as a crime. SSN and Crick's interview part 3. Okay, this was what they were talking about with Crick's legacy and the interviews that he gave, and this is what Delgado is basing his assumptions on. Let's try and unlock this. Might as well. take all of that. Do we want to listen to the interviews right now? I suppose I could if I wanted to. Let's just take a look at our missions here. Burden of proof. So we need to search for evidence for the UC vigilance. And I guess we can do that as we're on the key. Right?
Hear about Rick? He left the fleet.
I wonder if I should just buy some Crimson Fleet gear to look the part. I don't know what kind of evidence we might need.
Yeah?
Suppose we can trade.
Trade authority
Here.
takes anything and everything.
There's the bar. But yeah, I think this mission's kind of open, right? Tasked by Julian Toft of the UC Vigilance to find and bring back evidence pertaining the Crimson Fleet related illegal activities. Audio logs and text logs would be especially helpful in bringing them to justice. Right. So, it doesn't exactly say what we're supposed to be looking for. Just looking around a little bit more, guys. Make sure that we're not really missing anything here. Ooh. I mean, people are just leaving their cred sticks around. I mean, I'm gonna take it. If they don't want it, I'll happily use those creds.
Is Samina seeing anyone right now? The patients, I mean. I got a sore hip.
Smuggling beats a real job any day.
Battle meal. Could take another one of those.
Rook?
Oh wow, look at this. Suppose we could, like,
See if
activate
that
it.
crushed the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Place is like a maze, though. Not entirely sure where I am
I got a
exactly.
bounty so big, the Trackers Alliance had to beef up their servers. Just
Okay, this is where we spoke to Delgado before.
I thought Delgado needed you on the planet. Why are you talking to me?
Were my instructions unclear? What do you want?
I was just looking around, guys. Maybe this is Delgado's room. Wow, there are 6 parts to this interview with
We gotta hit some military
Crix.
complex or something.
Yeah, well, easier said than done.
Cheese.
On the wrong
Yep,
side of
take
the
that.
system, cruiser, they'll missile lock us
So I get the feeling that we're probably going to be fighting in this station at some point if we stick to the Vigilance's plan. Now, one thing that I'm really worried about if we do follow through is whether or not we'll be able to, I guess, keep buying or, you know, trading with people who supply us with Crimson Fleet stuff.
Every captain here's earned their stripes, bleeding for the fleet. You can get work from the boards near the Reckoner's Core. Voss will make sure you get paid.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark after you cook 'em with an energy blast.
Peak Performance Volume 5. Permanently increase carrying capacity by 5 kilograms. I mean, absolutely. Absolutely. More interview slates. Yeah, again, we won't get into the interview stuff just yet. Maybe we'll do the next part of the mission before we start getting into the interviews. Alright.
Need a drink? Bog at the Last Nova will be more than happy to take your credits.
Okay. We don't even get a room with these guys? I mean, it's kind of cheap. Combat knives. We could sell them. Oh, hang on. What are these? Okay, I thought they might be hyperliters. Deep core spacesuit. Not gonna give us the best benefits, but...
If I had a Birion crest, I'd run my own city, like Bayou. Except in my town, you could do...
Yeah. A lot of the slates here are pretty much just the interviews. I don't think the game exactly tells you when you're trespassing, right? Okay, I think we've maybe screwed this up. Let's undo. So that goes there. This doesn't go anywhere. Maybe like that. My bad. Cool. Alright, what do we have? The deep mining stuff. Deep core pack. I don't know. I mean, they don't offer very good stats at all. I'm gonna have a chat with some of the traders, guys, and see if we can maybe buy ourselves some Crimson Fleet gear. And, maybe we'll rock some Crimson Fleet stuff for a short period of time while we're sort of doing stuff for the fleet. May as well look the part, you know. Can we have a chat with this guy?
Piracy missions are always a healthy source of income. Those mission boards aren't going to clear themselves.
Okay, he's just going to give us details on
seeing you.
Different jobs. We'll leave that for now.
Soon, everyone is going to learn to fear the fleet.
Alright, so here are all the traders.
You want to survive? My gear may not be bulletproof, but it's damn near close. Heading out. May, want to look into some armor upgrades first.
What do you specialize in?
Well, only the best tactical gear to protect your ass this side of the galaxy. Metal plated for when you're up against bullets. Leather for those jobs that might require a subtle touch. All made by yours truly, of course, except for a few used odds and ends that no one's gonna miss.
Do you ever head out on the raids with the others?
What, me? Nah, not anymore. When it comes to aim, there ain't no one worse. True facts. I mean, my friends like to say I'd have better luck talking someone to death than shooting them. Yep, my talents are best suited for making protective gear. Helmets, vests, suits. You could say I'm a tailor, not a fighter.
Alright, let's take a look.
The right gear would be the difference between life or death.
Okay, so... Pirate swashbuckler gear. That kind of looks cool. I'll buy one. It's only 200 creds or so we may as well. Let's take a look here. So Crimson Fleet stuff. That's what I want. And yeah, we've got like heaps of creds right now. You know what? I could pay off the mortgage that we have with the amount of creds that we have. So I should think about doing that sometime soon. But assault space helmet, calibrated pirate corsair space helmet. I'm just wanting to choose the one that looks the sickest, but we're not really getting a lot of defense out of this at all. I feel like I should have kept some of the pirate stuff that we found lying around. Let's take a look at spacesuits for a second. Oh damn, that looks really cool. Charger spacesuit. Yeah, I kind of like the look of the assault spacesuit. So let's buy the set. And when we get back to the ship, we'll store some of our current gear. And yeah, we'll just rock this for a while, as I said. Let's get going. Weapon-wise, I think we're good with weapons. We'll just use what we currently have.
Need something?
What kind of name is Sysdef anyway?
Anything we can take around here?
I heard Isla's sister is some hardcore mercenary. I wouldn't get on her bad side.
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartments on my ship just in case.
Hello.
Vasco, time to get going, mate. Righto. So, we might as well store our equipment here in the captain's locker. Let's actually just sort out our gear. So, let's do that. And let's do that. And yeah, let's wear the swashbuckler gear. Did we buy 2 of them? My bad. I really only need the one. This is actually better in terms of durability compared to the Navy fatigues, though. We're getting 20 physical damage protection. Not entirely balanced, but, you know, better than the physical protections that we had from what we had before. So let's transfer the stuff that we're not wearing, and we'll come back to it, obviously. So we'll transfer one of those, and the Navy fatigues, and spacesuits. Vanguard spacesuit can go in there as well. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't really give us some Crimson Fleet gear, although this could be still an initiation mission, right? So maybe once we finish the initiation mission, maybe they might give us some gear? Who knows? But anyway, I like sort of looking the part a little bit, you know? So we are looking very Crimson Fleety right now. So let's get going. Alright, don't suppose we can just fast travel our way here. So the lock is down here on the planet Suvorov. Apparently is very cold here, and not the most pleasant of planets. Set course. Oh, right, okay, so the game doesn't like it if we haven't undocked. Okay, that's a little bit frustrating because, you know, we normally could just fast travel from anywhere, really. Okay, so let's get down there.
We're locked in and landing.
Okay, I guess we've got another ship in front of us here. I don't really know who owns that ship, potentially Delgado or Neva, but I'm a little bit worried about this Matthias guy and whether or not we're going to have to take him out as part of this initiation.
Hello.
But
Satisfied to see
we still don't have any companions with us because of potential questionable choices that we have to make.
About time you got here.
I told you you were wasting your time, Del.
Mathis, rather. By the way, the name that we had to pronounce the previous episode, which I kept saying Sauris or something like that, it's actually Circe, I think, something like that. Circe. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure what culture that comes from, but anyway. You're gonna take Mathis's side over mine?
I'm not taking anyone's side at anything. All I am doing is watching the both of you and waiting for one of you to do something stupid so I can put you on the ground.
Cut the crap and let's get down to business.
That is why we're here. And Mathis, I am running things around here, so keep your mouth shut. You got that?
Fine.
All right, listen up because I am only going to go through this once. We are here to dig up any info about Grix's legacy. We are not here to scrap for loot. Whatever you pick up, don't think, don't get creative, bring it straight to me.
Why search the lock for information on Grix's legacy?
Before he touched off the riots, Grix spent time behind bars at the lock. If he cooked up any sort of a plan about his legacy, the trail has to start here.
What exactly do you expect us to find?
Oh, I don't know. I was really hoping for a huge sign on the wall saying, Grix's legacy clues here. Do I have to spell everything out? Look for data slates, notes, terminal entries. If you wrote a poem on a piece of toilet paper, I want it.
Alright, sounds simple enough.
It's so simple, even a rook like you can't screw it up.
Hold on, no scrapping. How the hell am I supposed to make money around here?
Alright, that's enough. If either of you want to fly with the Crimson Fleet, then you need to follow one simple rule. When you're on a job, you do exactly what I say. No questions asked. If that doesn't work for you, just say so, and I will leave you on this ice ball without a ship. You will be dead within hours.
Yeah.
I hear you, but I don't like working for free.
Smartest thing you've said all day.
If I hear one more thing from either of you about getting paid for this job, I will put a bullet in your head myself. We have a lot of ground to cover between the landing area and the lock, so let's get moving.
Alright, so yeah, still questionable as to what we're going to do with this Mathis guy. Who knows? We might be able to make friends with him, potentially. Maybe we can recruit him. Who knows?
What the hell was that?
Fire on him! Time for some You're gonna get yourself killed!
Fall back and take him down!
You call that a fight?
Okay, they're still dealing with these weird alien creatures, but... He's got some pretty interesting looking gear. So if we do end up having to fight the Crimson Fleet, we might have the chance to actually grab his gear if we do end up killing him.
I got this. Get around them. Keep him pinned.
Where are these things?
Time to earn a living.
I could have sworn.
So, based on our earlier conversation, are we not allowed to loot anything? Or what's the deal there?
Open fire! I'll cover you! Cover me! Let's see what they were carrying.
Whoa. Something's out there.
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of hostiles, according to the HUD anyway.
Didn't even break. Wait.
Little bit difficult to actually find where these things are hiding, but apparently they can burrow. Yeah, I love this pistol. It's so good.
Watch my back! Well, that was fun.
So apparently these things are immature versions. I wonder if they're like larger ones.
Oh, we ain't done yet!
Put up a decent fight.
Oh, that is so good.
Lock and load. Damn.
There we go.
I will never get tired of that.
Had enough?
Well, that should be worth a few shares.
Okay, so I suppose we're just clearing out the area first. I might actually swap out some weapons here, just so that we can get the chance to try a few different things. So we've used the Nova Light for quite a while. Why don't we actually swap that out, maybe with this disassembler XM2311. So let's do that. Let's put that in slot 1. And I think that should be the only swap that we do. Actually, hang on. My bad. We already have that. Yeah, maybe we can go in with the Assassin's Shoddy, or do we want something else? Assassin's Calibrated Side Star. Yeah, maybe we'll go with that. And then the Calibrated Shoddy, or Assassin's Shoddy rather. Maybe we can put that in slot 7. This thing looks badass. Gotta give it a try at some point. Anyway, we're going indoors, so maybe the shotgun might be a good choice. We've got 670 rounds for this. Alright, mate.
Here we are. The place where Jasper Griggs laid the groundwork for finding the Legacy and eventually the Crimson Fleet. The Lock.
Exactly how long was Jasper Griggs in this place?
Around 5 years. Rumor says he started planning his escape the moment that he arrived.
Problem is, we don't know exactly what's inside.
Oh, grow a spine, will ya? God.
There is a huge difference between being a coward and being careful. So both of you, watch yourselves. All right, let's keep moving. Standing out here isn't doing us any good. This ID card cost a small fortune. Let's hope it pays off. We are in. Let's go. First time I have been inside this part of the lock, so keep your eyes open. See anything unusual, call it out. If it's hostile, take it down. Couldn't be simpler.
How many people did the UC stick down here, Dal?
A couple of hundred at least. Might not look like much, but it was better than trying to survive on the surface.
Not much better. Even with the heating on, this place looks like a goddamn dump.
Now you know why the prisoners got fed up and looked to Griggs to lead them out of here.
And that's how the Crimson Fleet began. Yeah, we've all heard the story.
It's not a story, Mathis. It's history. Remember that. Now, keep your mouth shut and your eyes open.
Doesn't seem like much to loot. I don't know if they'll get pretty annoyed at us if we did start taking stuff, but I don't care. Let's do it. One-inch punch mag shot. Interesting. Alright.
This must be where they registered the prisoners before transferring them to a cell block. Could you imagine being stuck under a ton of ice like this for the rest of your life?
Yeah, sure. Must have been awful. Better them than us, though, am I right?
Wait, shut up a second. Did you hear that?
What?
Take them all down.
Ow. Alright, let's just reload a little bit. Yeah, that shotgun is actually not bad. But I might maybe use the Kodama here. If we're dealing with so many, that might be a better weapon.
Must be a nest. I bet these things are crawling all over the place.
Yeah, and their buddies probably heard us firing from about 1 kilometer away. Hallelujah.
You're right, we need to move quickly.
Hey, how about that? Guess you're not so stupid after all.
Well, look at that. One firefight and the two of you become best buddies. Now let's see. Looks like we are inside some sort of prisoner transfer area, but everything is locked down tight. Since you are such good friends, why don't you and Mathis head up to that control room and see if you can get some more of these doors open?
Okay, well, this might be our chance at a one-on-one with good old Mathis. And either we're gonna recruit him, and he's gonna join the team, or we might have to shoot him. Depending on his response. Ooh, okay. Got something here. Transfer area guards workstation. Got a few creds as well. Solstice. Let's try and open this thing. That looks alright. That looks alright. Let's actually just unlock that. There we go. Nah, not really that good. Take that. Mathis? Oh, jeez. Okay, was not expecting that.
Damn it. This ice and rock must be several meters thick. God damn it, we're cut off. Hey, Del, can you hear me? Del! Shit. There's no way we're getting through here. Well, this is just great. The hell are we supposed to do now?
We stick with the plan.
The plan? Who gives a shit about the plan? Let's face it, we're on our own now.
Do you think Delgado's testing us?
You think he rigged that collapse on purpose? No. No way. I get that we're down here trying to prove ourselves, but I don't think this is what Delgado had in mind.
First thing is we need to find a way out of this place.
Well, yeah, we'll get to that eventually. For right now, I have a much better idea. We use this opportunity to take out Delgado, and at the same time, make some serious credits for ourselves.
Ooh, okay. I should shoot you myself for saying this crap.
Whoa, hang on. Give me a second to explain. Let's pretend for a second Delgado's correct, and there's information here about Crix's legacy. Once we get rid of him, we'll dig up the garbage ourselves and sell whatever we find to Neva. We'll be rolling in credits.
You want the Crimson Fleet chasing us for the rest of our lives?
No way. Listen to me. We're going to be handing Neva leadership of the Crimson Fleet on a platter. She'll be thanking us for getting rid of Delgado. I mean, come on. I'll bet you a month's share that he's never been this vulnerable. It's perfect.
How do I know you're not just a plant set up by Delgado to test my loyalty?
Are you crazy? I'm no rat for Delgado. I'm busting my ass to become one of the Crimson Fleet captains, just like you. And in case you missed it, that icefall trapped both of us in here. Unless we find a way out, no one's reporting anything to anyone. Ever again.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, fine. Suit yourself. You know, for a second there, I was almost starting to respect you. Now, let's find a way out of here.
God damn it. Alright. He does sound like someone who might, or we might be able to recruit, but... Okay, I could hear, like, someone over that way, but maybe they're getting attacked.
I swear, I am never putting ice in my drinks. Ever again.
Star Roamer spacesuit. I mean, anything is better than the Crimson Fleet gear that we currently have, though. Advanced ground crew pack. I mean, we could take it if we really want to, but maybe not. And I go off picking up some more random stuff.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history, man. Blows me mind.
Okay, well, we do have a Crimson Fleet member out here just hanging around by himself. I'm not entirely sure why. No sign of Delgado or Naiva. Partners in time. Okay, we can definitely hear fighting out there.
Look at this dump. I can't...
Okay, Zouch. What the hell was so important that you had to drag me all the way out of A Block at this hour?
You know Jasper Crick's over in D Block? He's busting out of here, and he wants me to join him.
Cricks really thinks he can bust out of the lock? Why the hell am I just hearing about it now?
Crick's only told the few people he trusts. He even told us to keep it to ourselves, or he'll cut our throats.
Then why the hell are you telling me?
Come on, I gotta explain this. It's because I like you, Rickard. And I want you to come with me. We've been meeting in this storeroom for months to... well, you know. I was hoping we had something a little more than that.
Damn, Zouch. I, didn't know you cared that much. You give me the signal and I'll... Oh, shit. Wait, I forgot to turn off the recording.
Recording? What the hell, Rickard?
We never meet down here this late. I thought you were gonna kill me, alright?
Kill you? God, no. I love you. Alright? You gotta make me say it. Shit.
I'm sorry, baby. Here, let me turn this thing off and I'll apologize. Okay?
Okay.
Imagine being stuffed down here.
Got a little bit of inmate romance happening there. I got some security bots here. We are supposed to look out for slates and stuff like that, right? So That first room that we were in, though, I definitely missed the chance to check the computer. The computer is right in there. There must be some stuff that we can dig out from the computer.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of bogs right now.
Waiting to hear back. Answer if you can. Crap! Is this thing even on? Can either of you hear me? Is anyone up there? Use the intercom up there if you can.
We'll get to him in a moment.
Hello?
He can wait.
Hello? Quit screwing around and pick up.
Let's take a look at this. Security controls. We can override the lockdown. Active threats detected. The security lockdown cannot be overridden at this time. Okay. Lock intra-prison message system. From Warden Tom Gillespie. Please be advised that all prisoners are to be classified and sent to their proper intake areas based on the following criteria. A block, standard prisoner unit A to K. Okay, right, so it's just how they divided all of their prisoners. We've got violent offenders, high-risk prisoners, and solitary confinement prisoners. Please be aware that we have a Class 5 extremely dangerous, highly violent prisoner transfer occurring today. Jasper Cricks, LPN 987. He will be arriving on Shuttle 5 with a full escort detail. This individual is to be immediately transferred to D Block after arrival. Do not attempt to search or perform standard medical examinations until the prisoner is in a secure location. I urge all security personnel not to underestimate Crix's ability to escape custody. Okay.
If we get out of here, remind me
D-block.
to thank Delgado.
Anyone still alive up there? Come on, the two of you made it, huh?
Why? Are you surprised to see us?
You kidding? After what just happened? After that ice fall? I didn't know what to think. I figured the two of you were crushed to death.
Hell of a way to start this job.
Don't worry, it all goes downhill from here. Now listen up. We have obviously been cut off, so I need you to do two things. First, I want you to keep looking for a way to open the rest of the doors down here. Otherwise, I'm not going anywhere. And second, try and dig up whatever you can about Jasper Cricks. You both got that?
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah? You'd better. And tell Mathis not to get any bright ideas, or I will gut him myself.
Ooh. Okay, well, he's already had one bright idea. And I'm not entirely sure about that because I feel like if we agreed to it, he could have maybe thrown us under the bus using some form of evidence. So we didn't agree to his plans, but it doesn't mean that he might actually float it to us again.
Ah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me.
Now we do know something about, I guess, overriding the security and the locks here. But apparently there is some kind of threat that we need to deal with before we can do that. So I'm guessing there's probably a lot more of these creatures running around somewhere that we probably need to deal with first. So that's the plan, but I think I'm gonna do that when we do come back in the next episode, guys. It's been about an hour and I think it's time for a bit of a break. Hope you enjoyed things so far. We have been running with the fleet for the last couple of episodes. It'd be interesting to see what sort of evidence we can try and dig up when we get back to the key. So yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. As usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.